Not 30, not 40. Losing came easy to this most generous of line callers. Cheryl was once heard to say that their time in the club mixed doubles tournament mirrored their love life. Brief and disappointing. Sorry may well seem to be the hardest word for Elton John, but for David on the tennis court, it's as inevitable as the Bromsbury wind. Recently, a well-known finance company got in touch and has offered to consolidate all David's apologies into one gigantic, easy-to-repay, heartfelt plea for punishment. We all know David as the genius behind TaxAid, typical Brodie kindness coupled with intellectual rigour, a charity that works emotionally and financially. He simply looked at the syntactical demands of the tax form, outmoded, old-fashioned, and unintelligibly dull. David was the ideal candidate for this project. What few people realise is that this wasn't a eureka moment. It was an idea formed on the back of many failures. No, I'm not talking about David's backhand volley. I'm talking about the disasters that led to TaxAid. Lemonade. The charity designed to ease bitterness towards citrus fruit. Donors felt unreasonably squeezed. The unwise collection for 1960s disc jockeys, Perv Aid. This led to an insidious feeling of grubbiness and a very bad smell. The well-meant but explosive donation to the small Swedish island of Handgren. People felt they were throwing good money after bad. The many small coins sent to his old landlady, Penny Ark. Sometimes she gave back more than he had sent. But usually the money got swallowed up. But as you know, TaxAid was a roaring success, yielding benefit to the needy and pacifying the greedy. David Brodie, OBE, was deservedly enjoying a moment in the sun. Other awards have followed: maths degrees, law degrees, and most notably, his 2 gold medals for fatherhood, Ben and Sarah. Recently, though, the clouds began to gather again. David and I had been training together in my gym for a while, and all wasn't right. Initially, it was just a light headache, but we would run it off. Then a sore shoulder, which was physiotherapied away. More recently, though, he was having difficulty changing a light bulb and mowing the lawn. We had some tests done, and although we half expected it, we were all still shocked to discover that David is Jewish. Now, perhaps 5 or 6 years ago, our hero confided in me that he doesn't really like people. Well, David, I've got bad news for you. There are 70 people here who are particularly fond of you. In this selfish modern world, you are still flying the flag for decency, liberalism and kindness, and we love you for it.
Well, that's pretty good as entertainment, isn't it? Thank you very much, Matt. Let's give him another round. Now, David, with his big eyes, also said, the kids are going to speak, aren't they? I said, well, not as far as I know, sweetheart. And then Ben said, actually, do I have to? And I said, you know what, darling? You do. Some things you just have to do, don't you? So I'd like you to put your hands together for the last bit of entertainment, and that is, I don't know if you managed to measure up to Matt, but I'd like to put your hands together to... But, you know, Sarah actually is much more... I brought her up much better because she just said, listen, sod off. Ben is still malleable, you know, he said, you know, do you think we have to? We do.
So my mother's just subtly and delicately moving this microphone around. I think she's great, even if she doesn't think I am. She just said to me a moment she wanted me to make sure that both of my friends are working, and I said, please just let Stephen do it. Please, did I just say that?
Well done, Ben. Is it working? Can you just...
This is actually the entertainment.
It's not working yet.
Yes.
Is it working?
This is working. Yeah, that's fine. Hi everyone. It's not going to be as witty as Matt's, and before I start, I've already changed outfit. I should probably say that for what I'm about to do, firstly, I'm sorry, and secondly, when talking to Sarah about it, she actually refused to be in the same room. I wouldn't bother trying to convince her to come back. She literally said she wasn't going to be here, so I hope you all enjoy it. I don't really have much to say. I don't know, for those of you I've contacted about the book, I thought that was pretty much a testament to how great my dad is and how much we all love him. But actually, I thought there's no real point in me waxing lyrical about how great he is, because you've all pretty much decided how much you like him anyway. So you might be wondering... Read the book. So one might be wondering why I'm up here. My top might be a clue. I pleaded with my parents over a number of weeks now not to sing anything, and you can see how well that worked. Actually, so I thought, actually, rather than trying to beat them with a witty sort of riposte match, I'm sure I wouldn't achieve, I would actually just show them how it's done. And being a Brody child, you don't realise what it's like. Sitting through any number of family events and either getting sung at as tonight, not that that's not pleasurable, if you saw me and my sister's face, then usually getting put on in. And usually they are witty, but I thought, you know what, I'll just show them how it's done. So, this is a song, Dad, from your favourite musical, and performed by your favourite child. I might need a little space, actually, for a little dance routine. I should probably actually apologise before I start. I'm out of key. I may just, if I screw it up, I might just have to restart. I'm sure
No, don't!
Sure. I've seen the song and so she said no. Yeah, so I apologise. Sorry? Oh, it's plenty. Yeah, my own kicking it anyway. Right. Here goes. Dad, at last, 60 years you've made, black hair you've lost, but wisdom you have gained.
Before you say another word, Dad, sucking up to him as if I'm still away. Stop in your tracks, I'm back in the UK. You think that you are the favourite child, but did he visit you on your gap year?
I'm the favourite, do you hear? So many days spent at Lord's.
I came once.
But you got bored. You took a book you read all day. A son like me is hard to find. A son such as me.
You know nothing of me and Dad. A deeper bond is hard to find. He survived my teenage years, hormonal moods he learned to
We
fear.
both love animals. Been on safari, Kenya, Zambia, Botswana too. He looks at birds, I pretend to care. I prefer them with blonde hair.
I was on safari too. Remember that barbecue? Dad made a joke about the meat. Been veggie for 9 years.
I am preferred by my dad. He hasn't seen you for a year.
Go back to Cambridge, you arrogant dick. Let us make amends tonight.
We're equal in our father's eyes.
He's far too drunk to care. He thinks my birthday is in May.
He thinks my name is Phil.
And to be honest, we both prefer
My father, David, to respond.
I am in shock. I thought that the reason that we had this PA thing here was for my